it's crazy because I'm sitting here thinking about the first time I went to Brazil, and what was that like, yo? And people was like, yo, how did you just jump up and leave and just go? Now, a lot of people might have got loans. A lot of people might have like used their college loans and used it to travel. I know some people did that. A lot of people go into their 401k. A lot of people do all of that, right? But I just manifested 20 grand. And I'll never forget it, man. Y'all know my story if you're new to this channel. I traveled to Brazil around this was like 2015. I traveled to Brazil, so that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to Brazil. I wanted to have a good time. I just wanted to just go. So then, but I didn't have no money. So I said, every day I woke up, I played this thing on YouTube called Money is Coming to Me. So a lot of y'all gonna start watching it now. But I start looking at that every day, start saving my money, start just getting focused, working on my credit, doing all of that, man. Started doing different businesses, at that time I had 2 streams of income coming in. But I started doing all that, and that helped me. So I just started thinking about money. And so I just got fed up with the dating system in America, the marriage system. So I was like, man, forget about that. Of course, many guys, that's your first introduction to travel, mainly because of dating problems, or it's never financial because you got the money to travel. So it's never financial. It's more so emotional, right? So I'm sitting there. I was like, I'm working every day, chilling. Y'all know I got a 9 to 5 just like everybody else. So I'm chilling. And one day money just came to me. I was like, money just came out of basically what I've done for people in the past. So it was like $1,000 here, $1,000 there, 500, 300. It started coming around, and then I was like, man, I can't believe this is happening. So I'm sitting here one day, and then I realized after all of these different things happening, I got $20,000 in my bank account, and I pulled about 10,000 out and just had it laying on my chest on the couch. I'll never forget it. I had it just laying on my chest. And the reason why I did that is because I was just like, wow, this really happened. I imagined having 20 grand to focus on going to Brazil. And I only brought like 5 or 7,000, I think, out there. But it was good to know that I got, in case of emergency, I got another 13,000 in the bank. So just like, if you really want it bad enough, if you really want to get to it, if you really want to do it, it might be a struggle. It might be a fight to get to there, but just to know that you can actually think something, work on it, because you can think it all day. That wishing stuff is fairy tale. You could think it all day long. You could think it, you can imagine it. It ain't gonna come. You gotta put in the work. Now, some people might luck up with their family building relationships for them with different people, but if you don't have those connections and you got to start from scratch, you just got to go do it. And that 500 will go to 1,000, that 1,000 will go to 1,200. It'll slowly take off for you, but just knowing how I put it together and put the action in there and really imagine myself, like I imagine myself with a plane or with our group on it. I imagine myself with properties all throughout Brazil. I imagine myself with a family out there. So it's like, but people saying, yo, man, 20 grand ain't just gonna come like that. Yeah. Y'all see what type of dude I am. I'm a go-getter. And you gotta be that also. You gotta go out there and shake some hands and chop it up with people. You're gonna have to get out your little box. You say, well, that's not me. Well, you gotta do the things that you're not used to doing or uncomfortable about to get what you want. And this will last for the long run. So y'all might be looking at my videos, not giving me thumbs up, but eventually I'm gonna be so, like, it's gonna take off for me in my life that you guys are gonna see it. And that's why I thank those that support me, because I show love. I went to Brazil and dropped thousands on the communities out there just because they probably manifested it, and then I came along and I helped them. I helped them out. So just ask. You got to put it out there in the universe. You must. You got to, and then you got to go for it. You got to go for it. You can't stop. Don't listen to nobody and say it's just gonna drop in your lap. No, a check just gonna pop up in the mail. That's all fairy tale. You got to go out there and get it. And other avenues will open up from the relationships or what you've done to people in the past that have come back. And it's still coming back to me, because I put my body through hell trying to help people out. So, and I'm doing that here for you guys on YouTube, telling you that you go out there and get it, you manifest it, you focus on it, you go do it. It's all gonna equal up. Them little gains are gonna turn into big ones. So, I'll tell you about my other story, how I got 30,000. I'll tell you that in a second, but just keep focused. That's how I got 20 grand to really go my first time in Brazil. And this is only the beginning. I want to manifest $5 million. That's my goal. Manifest 5 million by doing this travel thing, so I don't have to worry about anything. So keep doing you, keep manifesting, keep working on it, keep working at it. You'll get it. Peace.